Imagine waking up every morning with an $800,000 weight pressing on your chest. No, it's not physical weight, but the crushing load of debt feels just as heavy. Today, we dive into an extraordinary journey of escaping the clutches of a staggering $800,000 in debt, guided by the principles of none other than financial guru Robert Kiyosaki. Welcome to our deep dive on conquering debt, a place where financial despair turns into actionable hope. Robert Kiyosaki, the mastermind behind the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is a beacon for those navigating the tumultuous waters of financial insecurity. His teachings differentiate between good and bad debt and emphasize the power of financial education to transform liabilities into assets. In this video, we not only explore Kiyosaki's strategies, but also walk you through a step-by-step guide to liberating yourself from the shackles of severe debt. Whether you're $800,000 in the red or looking to avoid falling into debt, these insights are tailored to help you achieve financial freedom. So, buckle up and prepare to turn your financial life around with wisdom from one of the most influential financial thinkers of our time. Meet Alex, a driven entrepreneur whose vision of owning a successful chain of restaurants led him down a perilous financial path. After years of moderate success in the food industry, Alex decided it was time to scale up. Driven by ambition and guided by optimism, he took out multiple loans, amassing a staggering $800,000 in debt, confident that his business acumen would prevail. As the restaurants began to open, the reality of maintaining multiple locations started to erode Alex's initial excitement. Each establishment, though bustling with customers, was not meeting the break-even point as quickly as projected. High operational costs, unforeseen market shifts, and the immense pressure of monthly loan payments began to suffocate the business's cash flow. For Alex, the financial strain was more than just numbers on paper. It manifested in sleepless nights, strained relationships, and a constant sense of anxiety. He watched as his dream turned into a nightmare, his personal savings depleting and credit scores plummeting. The debt was not just a financial burden. It became a towering barrier to peace and stability in his life. The turning point came one ordinary Tuesday morning, after a particularly stressful meeting with his accountant who laid bare the bleak financial trajectory of his empire. Facing the real possibility of bankruptcy, Alex felt a deep sense of failure. Yet, it was in this moment of despair that he stumbled upon a Robert Kiyosaki seminar online, focusing on how to manage and leverage debt. Inspired by Kiyosaki's philosophy, Alex realized he needed a drastic change in strategy, not just in business but in his financial mindset. Determined to not let his dreams be crushed by his current reality, Alex began to educate himself on the principles of good and bad debt. He understood that not all debts are created equal, and that some can be leveraged to generate wealth if managed wisely. This newfound knowledge sparked a fire within him to tackle his financial chaos head-on. Alex started by scrutinizing every aspect of his business expenses, cutting non-essential costs, and focusing on the most profitable restaurant locations. He negotiated terms with creditors for better interest rates and longer payment terms, freeing up cash flow to keep his business afloat. More importantly, he started setting aside a portion of income strictly for debt repayment, following a strategic plan influenced by Kiyosaki's teachings. This near financial ruin to recovery illustrates not just the dangers of unchecked debt, but also the transformative power of financial education and the right mindset. Alex's journey from despair to proactive debt management serves as a profound lesson on the critical need for financial literacy and the courage to face monumental challenges. Kiyosaki's principles on debt management. Robert Kiyosaki, a revered financial thinker, introduces a pivotal distinction in his teachings between good debt and bad debt, a concept essential for anyone looking to navigate their financial waters successfully. According to Kiyosaki, good debt is a powerful tool for wealth creation. It involves borrowing money to invest in assets that generate income or appreciate in value over time, effectively paying for themselves and then some. Examples include taking out loans for real estate investments or business expansion, which Alex utilized in our case study. Conversely, bad debt is incurred when purchasing depreciating assets or consumables that lose value quickly and do not generate income, such as high-end electronics bought on credit or luxury cars financed with high interest rates. This type of debt typically drains financial resources and contributes to a cycle of wealth erosion rather than wealth building. Understanding this distinction is just the beginning. Kiyosaki emphasizes the crucial role of financial education in transforming one's approach to debt management. He advocates for a shift in mindset from what he terms a poor dad approach, viewing all debt as harmful and avoiding it at any cost, to a rich dad perspective, which sees informed debt as a leverage for growth and wealth accumulation. This shift is fundamental not just in mitigating the risks associated with debt, but also in exploiting its potential benefits. The transition requires a robust financial education, which enables individuals to analyze opportunities, understand financial statements, and make informed decisions about when and how to incur debt. Kiyosaki's principles encourage individuals to think like investors or entrepreneurs, using debt strategically to bolster their financial position rather than letting it dominate their economic decisions. This mindset shift, backed by a solid understanding of good versus bad debt, can transform potentially crippling financial situations into opportunities for advancement, as seen in Alex's strategic overhaul of his debt management. Through Kiyosaki's lens, we see debt not just as a liability, but as a potential asset, a nuanced view essential for anyone aiming to master their financial destiny. Strategic actions to tackle debt. Navigating out of a deep financial hole requires a clear, actionable plan. Whether you're overwhelmed by six-figure debts like Alex or managing smaller amounts, the principles of strategic debt repayment remain the same. Here's how you can effectively tackle your debt through budgeting, income generation, and smart repayment strategies. Budgeting and expense reduction. The first critical step in managing debt is to establish a stringent budgeting practice. Begin by assessing your monthly income against your expenses. Identify non-essential spending that can be cut immediately. This might mean downgrading your car, dining out less frequently, or canceling unnecessary subscriptions. The goal is to create as much surplus income as possible, which can be directed towards debt repayment. Tools like budgeting apps or spreadsheets can be invaluable for tracking and controlling your finances. Increasing income. While cutting expenses is crucial, increasing your income can accelerate your debt repayment even more significantly. Consider options such as taking on a part-time job, freelancing, or starting a small side business. If possible, look for ways to increase your earning potential at your current job through commissions, overtime work, or negotiating a raise. The additional income should be dedicated solely to reducing your debt. Debt repayment strategies. Snowball versus avalanche. When it comes to paying off multiple debts, two popular methods are the debt snowball and debt avalanche strategies. The snowball method involves paying off debts from the smallest to the largest amount, regardless of interest rate. This psychological win of clearing smaller debts first can provide motivational boosts, encouraging you to continue. On the other hand, the avalanche method prioritizes debts with the highest interest rates first, regardless of the balance, potentially saving you more money in the long run due to reduced interest payments. Choosing the right strategy depends on your personal preference for quick wins or overall efficiency. Seeking professional advice. Debt can often feel overwhelming, and navigating it alone isn't always feasible. Seeking professional financial advice is crucial. Financial advisors or debt counselors can offer personalized insights and structured plans tailored to your specific financial situation. They can also assist in negotiating with creditors for better interest rates or payment terms, and even advise on legal debt relief options if necessary. Implementing these strategic actions requires discipline and persistence, but the payoff is substantial. By carefully managing your budget, seeking additional income, choosing the right debt repayment strategy, and consulting professionals, you can pave a clear path out of debt. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start taking yours today. Long-term financial strategies. Once the immediate burden of debt is under control, it's crucial to focus on building long-term financial stability. Robert Kiyosaki, a staunch advocate for financial independence, emphasizes the importance of investing in assets that generate passive income. This not only provides a steady stream of revenue, but also helps protect against future financial uncertainties. Investing for passive income. Kiyosaki advises investing in assets like real estate, dividend-paying stocks, or businesses that do not require daily oversight but generate regular income. For example, purchasing a rental property can provide monthly income from tenants while the property itself appreciates in value. Similarly, investing in stocks with a history of stable dividends provides a regular income without the need to sell the stock. The key is to invest wisely, understand the market, seek opportunities that offer a good return on investment, and diversify your portfolio to mitigate risks. Protection from future debts. To safeguard against falling back into debt, Kiyosaki recommends building an emergency fund that covers at least 6 months of living expenses. This fund serves as a financial buffer that can help you manage unexpected expenses or economic downturns without needing to borrow money. Additionally, using credit wisely is crucial. Understand the terms of credit agreements and avoid high-interest debt for non-essential purchases. Regularly review your financial plans and adjust them as your financial situation or goals change. Importance of continuous financial learning and growth. Finally, Kiyosaki underscores the importance of ongoing financial education. The financial world is constantly evolving, and staying informed about new investment strategies, market trends, and financial tools is essential. Attending workshops, reading books, and following reputable financial news sources can provide valuable insights and help you make informed financial decisions. Engaging in communities or networks that focus on financial literacy and investment can also provide support and additional learning opportunities. By focusing on these long-term strategies, investing in passive income sources, protecting against future debts, and committing to continuous financial learning, you can not only recover from debt, but also build a robust financial future that allows for true financial freedom and stability. As you move forward, remember that building long-term stability involves investing in assets that generate passive income, protecting yourself from future debt, and committing to continual financial education. The path to financial freedom isn't just about escaping debt, but about crafting a sustainable financial future. Start your debt-free journey today. Take that first step, apply these principles, and set a course towards a more secure financial future. Subscribe for more insightful content, share your progress, and join a community committed to financial empowerment. Remember, your financial independence is within reach. Start building it now.